Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Welcome back to the vlog. Thank you for hitting that play button today as we're sitting here waiting on this red light, about to turn left. Yes, we are in a little bit of a different truck today. What do you think? We're in an International LT auto shift. Not a big fan of the auto shifts. They jerk a lot, but it's actually pretty decent. We're going to be doing some lift gate work today. I'm in one of the little bitty pups, 28 footers. Going to be doing going out to all kinds of stuff. A work site, some factories, some businesses. You know, when you have a lift gate route and you're in one of these little pups, you go everywhere. But I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. It's sunny here in Oklahoma, and life is good. You know, I get up in the mornings and I always tell myself, you know how sometimes you have one of those days, slowing down here to 25. You have those days where you just, you know, some days just don't get to going the way you want it to, and you say to yourself, oh my goodness, it's gonna be one of those days. You know, I get up every morning and I have my coffee, and you know, I always just tell myself, today's gonna be a good day. Doesn't matter what happens, because you know what? You don't have to look far to find somebody that's got it worse than you. Who cares if you go outside and your tire's flat and you're late for work? Hey, people will get over it. You can't sweat the small things in life that don't mean anything a week from now, a month from now, a year from now. And if you're facing some big challenges in your life, you know that you're going to get through it. And, you know, we all like to we all want to get back to normal in our lives. You know, anytime you get out of that little rut that you're in, we all fight to get back into it, just because that's where we're comfortable. But sometimes you got to be shoved out of that route. You got to be shoved out of that rut, because it's time for you to make a change in life. It's time for you to stop being where you're at and go up. So don't be afraid of change. Don't be afraid of what might be coming down the pike, because I'm going to tell you what, I truly believe that the things that happen in our lives happen for a reason, and it's to take you up, not take you down. It's to build you up, not to tear you down. It's to make you stronger. So somebody needed that, I don't know, probably myself. But we're almost there. According to Mr. Senor Google, we're about 1.7 miles away. And it's over on the right somewhere once we get down there on 11th Street. So we'll see you when we get there. El Chinilo Automotive. Buy here, pay here. On Route 66. Because I believe you got to come in off of a side street here. But I do remember coming here before. I do believe, but I was in a 53 when I came here. It's this place right here, and you got to come in off of. Because I remember the first time I came here, I had no idea where I was going. Yep. And Doc's right here. And when you have a 53, it's quite the swing to lady walking her dog. Yeah, 53. I remember last time, because when I came in here, I had to get right up next to that wall right there. You can see how tight it is even with a pup. Well, look at that. Hey, first shot. Just that one there on the left. Yeah. Alright, we got them all taken care of. One pallet. Now we're off to a some type of little grocery store. You know, it's not until you start pulling these places up and looking at them and you're like, well, I really don't remember that name, but when you get there you realize you've been there. And now I'm going to one here that I've been to before. It's right next to a Walgreens. And they've got 2 pallets. And then from there, we're headed to a place that does like jacuzzis. A really cool guy who always unloads me. I go there probably 2 or 3 times a week. Okay, where we're going should be just right up here, right up the street. Village Inn. Breakfast all day. Now, are you a fan of eating breakfast for dinner? I mean, you got some biscuits and gravy and hash browns and some sausage and, you know, smothered with some country gravy. I think you can eat that anytime. But what's your favorite place to eat breakfast? Is it like an old country diner where you live? Is it IHOP? Is it, you know, if you're a trucker, the Iron Skillet? There's some great places out there that have some good breakfast, and breakfast just hits the spot to me any time of the day. Probably not the best thing to be eating at night, but definitely enjoy breakfast. Right over there is that natural Groceries. Naturally raised meats, organic produce, vitamins. Got the whole kit and caboodle. Alrighty. Let's get her done. Okay. I think you'll be able to get your forks in to at least move it a little bit. Okay. You just come forward. Just like a professional. Alright, we got those 2 pallets off. Now you seen that I had to hook those straps to it. And the reason why is in that, you know, being inside there with that pallet jack, I can't get underneath it and bring it back far enough to then get my pallet jack up from underneath it. So that's just a little trick to put that up underneath there on one of those one of those pieces of wood underneath that pallet, and then with that forklift you just pull it forward because the floors in these trailers are wood, so it allows everything to really slide really easy. But that's because sometimes, I mean, I've delivered like ATVs and all kind of big old cages, and I mean, there's no way for me to get it back there, and they don't have a dock, so we just have to slide it all forward. Next, we're headed to a place, headed to the jacuzzi place to do the drop-off. All right, we're about a mile away. It's just kind of up here to a street called Memorial. Turn left and act like you're going to get on 244, but it's right there on the right. Cavender's Boots. Cavender's. That used to actually be, I think, over here. So if you somebody that like to wear some snake skin, some ostrich boots, get you some Wranglers, big old belt buckle, a cowboy hat, man, you be ready to go. Some of you may remember, some of you followed my old channel, Corvettes 918. I had a YouTube channel. It's, golly, I think we had like 30,000 subscribers, or I called them family members. But if you're following me from that time, the Black Mamba, the first Corvette I ever bought, was from that dealership right there. It wasn't Jim Norton at the time. It was a place called Jim Glover Chevrolet. That's where the Black Mamba came from. Got it right off the showroom floor, right over there. You know, I'm definitely going to get me a C8 Corvette. Probably the second year of the C8 Z06 is what I'm looking at. That's going to allow some of this newness to wear off, because right now it's quite the undertaking to get one. And even dealerships are having issues with allocations, and, you know, they don't know what's coming, so hopefully GM gets the new C8 under control and gets enough of them made to where dealers aren't ripping people off and $25,000, $30,000 over MSRP. It's just ludicrous. But that's what I did with the Black Mamba. I bought that Corvette, man. That thing was fast and looked sweet. It was black on black, red calipers. But it was a second year generation Corvette Z06 from the C7 era. So right over here is where we're going to Community Builders. This right here just got done. I used to have to drive off into this abandoned dealership and back in right over there, and they had to come in off the truck and get it. It was a pain, a pain. Now we can just, you know, drive right over and up in here. You be able to grab enough of it there to pull it forward? That don't weigh nothing. Perfect. Alright, got that delivery taken care of. Jacuzzi's going in someone's house. Or apartment or condo or who knows where. Now we're headed to an apartment complex. I called dispatch because it said to call ahead of time. There was no number on there. Sometimes that will happen. You just call dispatch and they'll look up the notes, and they found one, and I tried to call it, and of course, you know, nowadays most people don't answer. It was a cell phone number, it appeared. Most people don't even answer their cell phones anymore. So we're going to swing by there real quick and see if someone in the office may be able to tell me where I can go drop this. I hate taking things back. I'll try it. I know there are some drivers that, you know, if you won't answer, they keep going. But it's not far from where I'm at, so I'm going to go ahead and go give it a try so I can get this freight off. And because a lot of times I'll go to places and there will be, you know, someone there. No one answered the phone. Alright, we are about there. Probably stop. Sometimes there's not a whole lot of room in these apartment complexes, and they got speed bumps everywhere, and I hate driving over those with these big trucks. It just shakes all your freight and everything else. So I may just see if I can see the main office, and then walk up there and see if they know anything before I just start driving all up in here. Because this is the apartment complex right here. It looks like an apartment complex from the 70s for sure. Looks like they're doing a bunch of remodeling. Painting. Maybe putting primer on before they paint. Who knows? They got... maple wood. So, where's your... the main office at? At least I got a place right here I can get in here and turn around if I need to. I'm not seeing the main office. At least it ain't over. It's not over there. Maybe it's over here. I don't see a main office over there either. So you just don't want to get in there and start driving around and get somewhere where you can't get turned around. So I'm gonna go find one of these guys over here working and see if they know anything. Alright, well, they weren't there. Well, maybe she's coming back out. Let's see what she says here. He call you back?
No, I'm going to tell you to go ahead and just take him.
Huh?
Just go ahead and take him, and
okay.
they'll just have to call and get it
Okay.
arranged.
Yeah, I called dispatch, told them.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Yeah, supposedly the people who are installing these it's like trash cans and this other stuff, they had it shipped here, and the apartment complex is saying they shouldn't have sent it here. They told them not to send it here because they didn't want someone taking it. So they're going to have to reschedule. She said they would have them. I guess I can get out this way over here. Was gonna go turn around right there, but I think I can. I think I can get out over here. Yeah. So that happens sometimes. When it does, you fill out this little form and you stick it to the freight, and then another copy of that goes with the bill back to the office staff, and they'll make notes and all that stuff in the system. And then at some point, these people will call back. Other than that, all that freight will sit on our dock until they call back saying, "Yeah, we'll be here at this time," and then it all gets rescheduled. This doesn't happen all that much, but you know, anytime you're dealing with multiple parties and trying to get everybody to be at one place at one time, and I can understand, they don't want to be responsible for it. So we'll go to the next one. We're going to a ministry next, and delivering some books and stuff. I've actually been to this place before. It's pretty cool. We're pulling up to the next one. Well, while I'm driving over here, the people that are supposed to be installing that equipment that I have on here that I just left called and said, "Man, is there any way you can come back? We're almost there." I said, "Man, you probably need to work on answering your phone, especially when you know you've got something coming in." I know we live in a day and an age and a time where you get all kinds of spam calls and everything else, but when you're expecting something, you might want to answer the phone. So he's like, "Yeah, I know, I should have answered the phone." So when I get through here, I'm gonna mosey back over there and get that stuff off this truck. That way they can have their playground equipment and get it installed, and then from there I got to go to AutoZone in Coweta. There's a brand new one that they're installing, or they're building a brand new AutoZone, and this is some stuff for their store. They got this little makeshift. Looks like they're doing some remodel over here. But I might have to park right here by this tough box, because right in there's where it's got to all go. Alrighty, let's get her done. How you doing?
Well, how are you?
Oh, pretty good. Enjoying some sunshine out there.
Yeah. It doesn't feel too cold.
It's not too bad. You guys got 2 pounds.
There you go.
You guys have a wonderful day.
You too.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Back to the apartments. Back to the apartments we go. So we get over there, get that dropped off, head to AutoZone, and that'd be all the drops. Then we'll go around and start picking stuff up, doing pickups. They already sent me 3 pickups. So go by and get those. But yeah, I think this video is probably long enough. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. If you want to watch the sequel, the continuance of this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the bell notification. And we will see each and every one of you at the next video. And always remember this. Life is truly short. I say this at the end of most of my videos because it's so true. Life is so short. Don't sweat the little things, man. Just don't. Don't sweat them. They ain't worth it. Most of the things we worry about don't even come to pass anyway. So enjoy today and make your life sweet. We'll see you at the next one. Peace.